Welcome back to Jay's Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. You guys want to dive on in? Let's get with it. Okay, let's go ahead and pop on. We got our CMC where we're going to pull our information. Let's go ahead and grab our links for our live so we can drop it in the Telegram chat so people can get with us and they can watch with us, because we're going to be rocking much more. We're going to be pushing and pumping, and we are going to be out there getting with it. So if you guys want to know and you want to get in the know and you guys want to learn, stick with it. Alright, let me go ahead and drop this. Our CEX and DEX is launching, so you're going to be getting all kinds of information, targets, and learning how to trade, because that's how we do. So when the CEX is live, I'm going to teach you guys how to make money. So I'm sure that you guys are in it to win it. Let me drop it in our shill army over here. Alright. And let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Okay. And let me go ahead and drop it inside our crew over here. Mad love and respect to our crew over there at Burb. They always show you the love. So, shout outs and much, much more. So you can see that we bring the love and we show the love all over the place. Let's go ahead and drop it in one more channel right over here. Let's go to T-Woj. Let me drop it in T-Woj because I'm going to start being active over here again. Alright, as you know, I'm tagged as CM over there too. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff for you guys to learn. And I'm telling you, man, it's going to be fun. Alright. Alright. Alright, so now we are dropped and we are live inside our Telegram groups. Okay, so we got this. Okay. So we are pinned and we are live. Don't know why that's pushing that, but okay. Alright, well, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you subscribe, because you're going to be learning all kinds of different stuff. And I'm going to teach you how to trade. I'm going to teach you the charting. I'm going to give you targets and much, much more. So if you want all that information, go ahead and give that shout out. Let me know what you like to trade, when you like to trade, and I will give you that info. Alright? So when our DEX launches, the projects that I've been working with and rocking with, okay, are going to get that priority to be on there and pushing. So there's so many different ideas that are going to be happening, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. I got a chat that I'm going to do a meeting in, and I'll be dropping that chat and showing you in a little bit. But you are here to hear what's going on in the crypto market. Let's swing on over to CMC. Okay, coin market cap. So let's see what's happening for the day. CMC, the total overall cryptocurrency market cap is now at 1.151 trillion. So that's 1,151 billion. 24-hour volume is at 20 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 45.9. Ethereum dominance at 19.9. Gas is 20 GUI, so it's not too bad at the moment. Bitcoin, number one, Big Daddy, coming in at $27,000 and 80. Yeah, 27,086. Okay, in the 24-hour, we're 0.7, so it's pretty much riding even. 7-day, it's a pullback, 3.7. 525 billion in a market cap, so at least we're sitting right there between that 530. We keep talking about that, and we're actually utilizing and watching this, okay? Now, since it's a weekend, all right, we actually have a little bit lower volume, so there hasn't really been too much manipulation throughout this weekend. 9.3 billion in volume on Bitcoin. Ethereum coming in at $1,887, okay? On the downside, 24 hours, 0.29, okay? And we have $226 billion market cap and 3.7 billion in volume. USDT, that stable coin that we talk about all the time in every single video and tell you guys to watch it, and we've been watching this grow, and we've been watching the issuing of more stable coins. It's now at 83.1 billion market cap on that USDT stablecoin, and the volume today is 14.9. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So between Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's about 12 billion. So other volume from other places coming using the USDT on the stablecoin. Binance BNB at $304 on 24 hours. It's 0.67% to the downside. $47.4 billion market cap. 275 million in volume. So volume has been light on BNB throughout this weekend, and we're below that $50 billion market cap. So this is something that I want to see. When are we going to hit back to that $50 billion market cap? Because that is different levels set inside the algorithms for the AMMs, which stand for automatic market makers, okay, and the different exchanges that use the algorithms and different orders and stuff like that. So that's stuff that you guys can learn if you swing by into the Telegram chats. USDC coin, okay, $28.9 billion market cap and 1.9 billion in volume today on USDC coin. That's the second biggest stable coin out there. XRP at 53 cents. Okay, so today it's up 3.2%, and it's at $27.8 billion market cap, 948 million in volume. So XRP volume has been actually growing and extending because they're utilizing Ripple Labs and the XRP blockchain for transfer of value in all the different industries, and I think that's definitely bullish, especially like in the shipping industries and stuff like that. You know, they used to utilize the banks and they got to wait for clearance and stuff like that. On those blockchains, they're able to transfer that value immediately right over from one corporation to another. You can see in 7 days it's up 11%, so it's definitely bullish on that regard. Number 7 spot, Cardano at 37 cents, 0.29% on the day, $13.1 billion market cap, and $139 million in volume today, all right? Dogecoin still sitting at our 7-cent mark, okay? And then you could see 24-hour down, 0.42%. It's $10.1 billion market cap, so it's at that $10 billion market cap and $136 million in volume. So I want to see what they do towards the second half of this year and utilizing Dogecoin as payment system. So let's see how that works out. Solano sitting there in your number 9 spot at $21.83. Okay, 24 hours it's up 2.9% and 5% in 7 days. You're at $8.6 billion market cap, 318 million in volume. Here is our Matic at 89 cents, okay? On the day, pullback 0.89, and then we have $8.2 billion market cap, $183 million in volume. And as you know, that's something that we've been watching, moving on the charts, and it's been having a lot of volatility for people that understand and know how to trade to grab those perfect trades, and then also DCAing in when it does pull back below those exponential moving averages, okay? And so that's our top 10, but I'm also going to show you Binance BUSD has now a market cap of 5.1 billion and 1.4 billion in volume today. Okay, so that's something that we're watching. Now, Dogecoin and Litecoin work on the same script algorithm, so this is something that I'm going to be utilizing, watching, because if them two are running on the same script and mining, you're going to have your periods of miner accumulation, miner sell-off, and stuff like that. So this is stuff that you want to be able to utilize and watch that blockchain. All right, so there's definitely some stuff that you want to be able to keep your eyes on that. For your Shiba fans, we're still at $5 billion market cap, 59 million in volume. Volume's been falling off on Shiba. All right, they're building on Shiba blockchains, okay, Shibaverse. So let's see how that turns out. See if there's going to be another rally for Shiba, or are we going to see a downside movement on Shiba? So that's just something that you need to keep in mind. Swing by Twitter. Don't forget to smash it, follow, okay? Because we drop all kinds of different information for you guys, all kinds of different news, articles, and stuff that is coming out all right, and definitely bullish when you drop all your different meme coins and shills and stuff like that, and then that will determine how we do different videos and you know, what projects you want to hear about and information. And we're going to start doing a lot more blog news and stuff like that, so we're going to be doing that on B Exchange, and it's on B News, and all that information will be dropped, so make sure you swing by over there. All right, you can hit up B Exchange over on their Twitter page, okay, and you can find all the information. And we have a date for the fair launch that's going to be happening over there, so there's going to be a lot of bullish stuff happening in that market for you guys. Okay, now we're looking at the charts, and right now I'm on the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin. Okay, so swinging by Telegram pages, okay, so we can see, you know, everybody's hitting it, getting with it, all right, and mad love and respect, and also, you know, chilling with that, so you guys can get with it and get into those chats, because, you know, you guys can definitely, you know, benefit and learn from a bunch of different stuff. Shout out to where all the people that show mad love and respect. I love these guys here. They're so cool. You know, shout outs, you know, they just show you that love. You got our official B Exchange, so we're going to be talking to a bunch of different crews to get that rocking and going on. And then also, you know, you can get around and, you know, do your shilling, raid and chilling, and much more. So there's a lot of stuff happening that you can actually get yourself involved in. All right, so... And then don't forget to actually, because this is going to be one of the channels I'm going to be utilizing, and I'm going to be doing some scalp trading and stuff like that, so that way you guys will have an opportunity to make some money. So when we have the exchange with the leverage trading, okay, and margin trading and all that kind of stuff like that, I will be able to teach you guys, show you guys, and you'll be able to make some money off of that. So that's definitely a bullish thing that you should be joining, because it's going to be an opportunity for you to make some money. Okay, so now we're sitting on the charts. We're on the 1 hour chart, and we're looking at Bitcoin right now. Now look at this. You can see the volume actually shot up, and I was like, interesting. So we had that vector candle that came all the way up. You can see how it wicked on the Sydney session, and then we pulled all the way back because we recovered that vector candle. So let me go ahead and show you on the 30-minute time frame, okay, of how that went down. All right, so as soon as Tokyo opened, and you know how I talk about the beginning and the openings of the different sessions, okay, of the day, the Sydney session, New York session, and all the different stock trading sessions, the most volatile times of day, okay? So you can see, yeah, you're good. You can see the different volatile times of day, okay, are in the beginnings of when the markets are opening, and depending on where the prices are at, are they below those moving averages, are they above it, okay, and how it's trading. So you can see that when Sydney opened, we actually had a influx pull up, and then right before Tokyo, pull back down, and then we're into Tokyo. So if you understood exactly how that was going on, then you would have been beneficial to that trading session there, okay? So that is basically telling you, because it is on the weekly close, all right? So let's go real quick and show you, okay? So the weekly close on Bitcoin, okay? All right, so we had the vector pull up, and then we had the weekly close, you know, pulling to a sideways motion. We didn't actually come back to that 50 EMA, so that's actually beneficial. So I was thinking, okay, it's the okay weekly close, because we ended up pulling back. We tapped on the last week on that 50 moving average, okay, and then we started moving back up towards it. But I do want to see some of those other time frames moving. We had a lot of volume in this area over those past last weeks. Just remember that each one of these candles are representing a week in the market, okay? So after we pulled back down to these areas, okay, we had a lot of people actually laddering into Bitcoin, all right? So if we do see during this week pulling down to moving averages, you know, around the 50 EMAs, you know, the 25,900 level, okay, would be a heavy level of support for buy-ins for people utilizing in the market, all right? Now, on our daily chart, okay, for the Bitcoin in the house, all right, as you can see, okay, Here's the 200 EMA. All right, and the 50, we did cross back over the 800, so we're below that, and we're riding below the 50. Okay, we did try to pull back above that, but we got rejected. All right, so right now we're below that 50, and the 5 EMA is turning down. So it got me thinking that are we going to go to retest those last week low areas? And if we do have a low point coming into this week, remember that 200 EMA on that daily chart right there at that $25,230 level would be a target where I would be watching and setting orders in for it. But what I do is, if I start seeing some moving down, I ladder orders in as we're pulling down, and then when you start going back up, that's when you can start taking your profits if you utilize your different areas properly. Okay, 4-hour chart on Bitcoin, so we can actually see this. Okay, you can see the volatility when we pulled up back above and we came back down. So you can just see that we're mid-range between the M2 and M3 pivot zone, so that's like right in the mid. All right, now the RSI did start to turn down, okay, on the 4-hour chart, so I'm going to expect some more downward movement to this M1 pivot zone at 26,775. Okay, so that is something that I'm going to be looking at as far as this time frame. Let me go back to the 1-hour again, and you can see the RSI did turn down heavy to that area. Okay, and what's that, 26,900 right here? Yep, 26, the psychological low, okay, is right there at the 26,960. All right, so if we do end up tapping that level, that's a level that we would tap. And if we close below that on a candle, we're coming back for that M1 pivot zone, 26,790. All right, so those would be targets that I would be looking for, okay, as far as seeing what's going on the RSIs and much more. Let me go back to the 30-minute, and you can see that, yep, on the 30, the RSI did turn down. You can see how the volume was actually pretty intense when they brought, on those buy-ins, and then actual pullback on that beginning of the session after the Tokyo sessions opened, and the volume's heavy, but the volume is starting to die off on those selling volumes. So I want to see where it's going to end up. Okay? All right, let me swing back to the 1-hour chart. Okay? Now, real quick before we hop into something else, let's just go ahead and show you this. The S&P, okay, has been moving up. Okay? So something that I am definitely going to be watching when it comes into this week is we're going to be pulling back to these moving averages. So if that does happen, that's going to give us that motion that's going to pull us back down in the crypto markets. All right, now if you take a look at the DXY has been climbing up, okay, but we actually did pull back a little bit. So if we do see the DXY start pulling back some, that would be beneficial for us in the overall market. Bitcoin dominance, okay, trading sideways as usual. That's what's been happening since we've been talking about it. USDT dominance did lift up a little bit, and that's because of the sell-offs in the crypto markets. US 10-year bonds, okay, it was pulling and screaming towards the upside, but we actually pulled back to our moving average. So that is depending on the different assets. So people were inside those assets and buying into those bonds, and then now they're utilizing and moving their money elsewhere. Now, gold. If you take a look at gold, okay, and as they've been wicking and they've been coming into gold, you can see that gold is below those moving averages. So if we do happen to see gold actually cross over on that RSI on the daily and start coming back down towards that, that would be better for the crypto assets, okay, and the different things, because that means people are starting to move into different areas, okay? All right, Ethereum, okay? So we're on Ethereum, we're on the daily. Let me go ahead and show you the 1 hour on Ethereum, so that way you guys know what's the dealio. All right, RSI completely turned down right there. We're heading right for that 200 EMA, which is on the 1 hour chart, and I was expecting that, so 1,878. So, you know, we actually were getting close to that to wick out into those areas because the RSI is heading down into the oversold areas, okay? And then the 800 EMA right at that M0 pivot zone, which is at $1,855. So that would be something that I'll be paying attention to. And just like I said, at the beginning of these sessions is when it was the most volatile. So you guys already know what it is. Just keep following along and keep rocking with it, all right? Longer time frame, 4-hour chart on Ethereum, okay? So we did have a big extension, okay? And when you see these big vector candles, all right, we did recover that vector candle at this point and came back to those moving averages on the 4-hour chart. So now we're coming back down towards this 50 EMA. Now, if we close below the 50 EMA, okay, it could be seeing that 200 EMA in target at that $1,855 level. So this is something that we're going to be utilizing and we're going to be watching because of the way that the averages are moving and the RSI is turning down into actual oversold territory. Okay? All right. On the daily for Ethereum, let me just show you this. Okay? We're above that 50. We do have that vector candle. We did retrace. We tested that 50 again. And now we are trading a bit sideways. Now, if we do see some sell-off coming down to it, we could come back towards that 50 EMA, which is at $1,855 level. So I keep saying that level. That looks like a level that we could be in set and looking for a target for us to watch out for. Binance, BNB, all my BNB peeps out there. So on this daily, we actually pulled below that 50. We pulled below the 200 from being in between it. And then we got the 800 sitting at that 295. So 295 is the next heavy level of support for BNB because the moving averages are turned down. But RSI is moving sideways. All right. So let me go into the 1 hour. All right, on BNB, and you can see how the RSI again during those trading sessions, okay, most volatile times of day, all right, and you can see that when we tap right down to the 304, okay, so when we go into the next candles, if we do close below that 304, that M1 pivot zone that you see right there, 303, M0 is right before the 302, so those are levels that you want to watch, and then last week low, okay, is hitting us at the 303, all right, which is not too bad on that regard, okay. We actually can see a strength coming in when the New York session opens up because we did see these pullbacks on these sessions. So that's something that I want to be paying attention to. And then you see XRP actually has some bullish motion towards the upside. XRP has been pushing it. They've been utilizing that blockchain. They've been utilizing it much more for transfer of value and etc. And I actually told you guys about this in a couple videos ago to be watching this when we were down here and we were hitting this resistance point. I said, yeah, we're going to break out at some point, and we did. We went straight from that 42, 43 cent all the way back up to that 54 cent. So kudos to you guys that watched and paid attention to that. So make sure that you pay attention and you watch, and you could see actually what is going on. So you Doge heads over there, Doge has been sitting and riding below those moving averages. All right, so something that I would be watching out for is Doge going to be pulling back up towards this moving average? I'm not really sure if it is. I think it's just going to continue to trade sideways, okay? So that's something that we need to watch out for, all right? A lot of stuff's been happening with Cake. You can see the major sell-off because they changed some of the tokenomics in Cake. So you can see how Cake bottomed out. So people are actually starting to come back into Cake at some point. So this is something else that I'm actually watching on the actual Cake. All right. And then you got your Shiba Inu, okay? Major sell-offs on Shiba Inu. RSI straight to the downside. Even more selling going on. After even we had a break towards the upside on some buying for Shiba Inu. So it looks like some whales were actually ended up taking profit on that regard there. Okay, let's see ARB. All right, so we can definitely see what's happening there. I'm going to end up starting to watch this a lot more, so we can catch some links on there for you guys overall, for everybody to be rocking out. Okay, our $27,100 level that we've been talking about all this past week is the level that we've been sitting at, and this is on the daily. So I'm going to go back to the 1 hour and finish this off on the 1 hour after you see that volume. So this is going to be something that I'm going to be looking into and looking for, because I want to see what's going to happen into it. All right, we got 3 minutes left into the next 30-minute candle. All right, and I want to see, are we going to turn back up, and where are we going to turn, because we did hit psychological high is right here. So we are at the psychological high. So psychological low is at 26,950. Okay, so if we do close below this psychological high, we're going to be heading back towards that level. So it looks like we are actually going below that psychological high level as we're actually talking about it. Okay, so it's just some stuff that you want to be able to pay attention to in the market as you're rocking out there. All right, so all you guys that been chilling and rocking out and watching the different videos, all right, mad love and respect, because you guys are always there, and you guys is always chilling, because you guys are always rocking out. Don't forget to join the Telegram channel, because you would be able to get all the different information, news, and much more, because as always, mad love and respect to you guys as always. Okay, guys, thanks for chilling with Jay Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much more.